Hey guys, Rahul this side from RG Marketing Services. Today we are here to discuss about the most important topic of marketing, that is, creating your media plan. So media plan, what is media plan, why it is important, and why any business should create their media plans even before putting any kind of money or efforts towards marketing. So media plan is something you plan your marketing activities and efforts in a way you can extract returns out of that. Okay, so whatever marketing activities you are doing in whatever channels, maybe it's organic effort, it's paid advertising, it's email marketing, it's SEO. So whatever you are planning should have an impact and has to be associated with the returns, so that you can understand which channel and which type of content is working better for your business and driving you more inquiries or sales over time. So it's very important to understand your marketing channels. It's very important to understand your marketing funnel. What kind of channels are you using in which stage of the funnel. So it's very important. So in this example, we'll be discussing about the marketing funnels as well, and how to create your media plan as per your different stages of the funnel. Okay, for the sake of this example, I have considered few assumptions in terms of our monthly ad budget available, what is the return target that we have, what is the average CPC that is going on in each platform or channel, what is the conversion rate or CTRs look like in those channels. So taking all these assumptions, we have created a basic sample plan, media plan, so that you have an understanding of how you have to plan your content, your channels, and how you have to track and measure results from those channels. Okay, so let's jump to our screen and let's check out the process. I took the help of ChatGPT to create a basic structure, but the figures, again, I have tried to give an understanding of the figures to ChatGPT, but there are still many things here which needs to be adjusted based on your past history or your industry trends. Please don't use this exact media plan to promote or to plan your marketing activities, but instead take it as an example, download it. I'll attach the link of this chat in the description, so that you can also analyze it as per your convenience and make some tweaks, so that you will be also able to create such media plans for your business and then measure the results of your marketing efforts and campaigns. So let's dive into our screen and check the process one by one. Okay, so this is the prompt that I have given to ChatGPT. You can see I have asked ChatGPT to create 3-month Google and Meta ads media plans, specifically these two channels. You can also, if you want, you can also include your organic channels, email marketing, or you can create a complete organic plus paid full funnel marketing strategy. But again, it's very best to keep your paid and organic things separated, because paid advertising gives you an opportunity to measure your results very quickly than the organic activities that you do. So the attribution of the returns will be very different for organic and paid, but yes, both works hand in hand, and each channel has a effect on the other channel. You cannot just rely on one channel. The more diversification you have in terms of marketing channels, the more you will be able to generate results. Okay, so for this example, we are talking about Google and Meta ads, because I think in most of the scenarios, businesses are keenly interested towards generating leads or inquiries through Google and Meta ads. So we'll be covering these two today. So total monthly budget available is 2 lakh rupees. So it's per month basis. Want to have a multi-channel marketing approach with remarketing in place for middle and bottom funnel. Consider business have no history or any audiences built for remarketing initially. So first month we'll be focusing on building audiences for remarketing. Don't use remarketing separately. We want to do remarketing ads to engage and convert users who we have acquired previously from the prospecting campaigns. So these are the prompts that I have given. These are the assumptions that I have provided so that it make the calculations more practical. But still it's a sample plan. So let's see how it goes. So here's the comprehensive 3-month Google and Meta Media Ads Media plan for an online coaching business with a total monthly budget of 2 lakh rupees. The plan follows a multi-channel marketing approach using prospecting campaigns to build remarketing audiences while engaging and converting users who didn't initially convert, right? So that's what we want. We have taken some assumptions as the average order value for per student would be like 10,000 rupees. Our target return on ad spend is like 4x to 5x considering the quality of service that we give and the competition that we are going to face in the market. Okay, so initial budget is like 2 lakhs per month. No remarketing audience initially. First month focused on building it. Okay, so next is audience targeting by funnel stage. So these are your funnel stages: top funnel, middle funnel, bottom funnel. Okay, top funnel will be focusing on prospecting only. Then in the middle funnel we are focused towards engagement and nurturing our customers. In the bottom funnel we are more focused towards conversions and sales. So if I talk about top funnel prospecting, these are cold audiences based on demographics, interest, lookalikes, search intent. This is the nature of the audience. In the middle funnel we have website visitors, video viewers, ad engagers, lead form openers. Okay, so these are people who are, these are some activities which show that okay, the user is interested towards your offerings or services or products. Now coming down to bottom funnel, it is designed for remarketing to people who added to the cart or submitted a form but didn't convert, or for the repeat visitors, they are visiting our website repeatedly but they have not they have taken some action but they have not filled the form. So these are the nature of the audiences that you could plan, and it's best to plan because you will be able to create content based on the intent that you want to target for. So in the top funnel, if I talk about our discounts, or maybe if I talk about our key products or the detailings of some kind of product, it's not going to work out. We have to be very we have to show, even if we are showing our products, we have to be like, we have to showing it as a generic thing, like what do we stand for, how we help, how our products or services help, in what kind of what kind of problem does it solve. So it should be a storytelling, more of a storytelling in the top funnel for sure. In the middle funnel, then it comes like you're building more trust with the people who liked your content or engaged with your content in the top funnel. Okay, so you're trying to engage with them, you're trying to build trust with them, build a relationship with them by showing your past customer reviews or some of your case studies or before after things, so all those kind of things, or maybe comparison of your products or services from the market. So these are the things through which you kind of engage with your audiences. Okay, so bottom funnel will be focused on our conversion. So there will be showing content like our offers, discounts, and our key products, like the best-selling products or services, how you can build a value, or maybe have a demo initiated. These are the generic goals that we can have and prepare content for the bottom funnel. Okay, so now here's the table which shows the 3-month Google and Meta Ads media plan. So this is the first month, this is second, and this is third. Okay, so in first month the channels we are using would be Google search, Google display, Meta, that is Facebook and Instagram, and that's it. These 3 channels, because we have already specified to ChatGPT that we will be focusing on Google and Meta ad platforms only. Now if I talk about campaign types, this is prospecting, Google search, okay. Google display is again prospecting campaign. Meta, Facebook and Instagram, again prospecting. So we have already mentioned to ChatGPT that we'll be focusing on prospecting campaigns specifically because we want to build a completely new audience. We don't have any audience history or traffic already coming into our website. So next column is marketing goals. So what is the goal of this Google search prospecting campaign? It's to build awareness and drive traffic. Similarly for display, drive awareness via low cost clicks. So search ads and shopping ads are generally having higher CPC per click rate than your display. In fact, if I have to categorize all the ad types into just 2 categories, it would be search and display. In any ad platform or in any platform, either people are searching for something or just scrolling through it, right? Just if they're not searching, it's display. If they're searching, it's keyword based, it's purely search, right? So display ads are quite cheaper in terms of clicks, and search ads are costlier in terms of clicks. So in search, mostly the paying model would be CPC. In display ads, it would differ as per the ad type. If it's video, it's CPV, cost per view. If it's image or banner ad, so it can be based on CPM. So that's how it works. So Google search, it's CPC, and for display it will be CPM or CPV in most of the cases. Next column is audience targeting. So this will be cold audiences, keywords, search intent based, okay. For Google display, it will be cold audiences, interest and lookalikes. Meta lookalikes are not currently not available anymore in Google, but you have to rely on third-party data for it, and if you have prior first-party data in your CRM, then definitely you can create remarketing campaigns for that. But for Google, it's primarily an optimized audience kind of setup. Google has kept it inbuilt. Earlier we used to create lookalike audiences in Google, but now we can just click on a checkbox which says keep optimized targeting on. So it will just expand using their AI model. They will expand and look for similar audiences which you have already optimized your campaigns for. So this is about the audiences. For Meta, again, it will be cold audiences, purely based on demographics and interest. So this is how we have to select our audiences and target them through these channels. The budget allocations, very important point. So we have 2 lakh rupees per month. So we want to allocate it to each channel, making sure that the proper ROI is generated. So we are giving 40% to Google search, 20% to display, and 40% to Meta, that is Facebook and Instagram. So pretty decent distribution of the budget. We have allocated less percentage in display because we know it's a cheaper platform, so we'll be able to generate good enough clicks. On the other hand, Google search is a costlier platform. We incur more cost per click, so we have allocated 40%, that is 80,000. Similarly for Meta, it's a more engaging creative platform. It has good response rate, so we have also allocated budget considering those factors. So now CPC rates, as you can see, for Google search it's 80 rupees. For Google display it will be somewhere around 15-20 rupees. For Meta, again, it's for the sake of this example, we have considered 15 rupees because a display ad, Meta is also a kind of display ad. This is for Google property, this is for Meta property. Both are display ads. So that's why CPCs are looking very similar in these platforms. Coming to the next column, so we have now all the performance metrics like CTRs, number of clicks that we can expect, conversion rates as per the channel. So if you can see, Google search has a 6% of conversion rate. That's because it's a more high intent platform and network. So that's why you'll be getting more genuine inquiries on the Google search than Google display in both of the display platforms. So in display we have considered 1.5% conversion rate, whereas for Google search we have considered 6% conversion rate. Now coming to the next column, this is the number of leads that we'll be able to generate considering these conversion rates and clicks. So this is the number of leads that we'll be getting through each channel, and by the way, this is all prospecting. So from prospecting, these are like, you can say, they might not be of that good quality because they have just seen your ad one time and they don't have much education about your business or values or your offerings. Okay, so the quality is not guaranteed here, like it has to be churned out through various techniques. So again, we have to qualify the leads through some process. Okay, so again, coming to the next point, out of this lead there's a sale conversion rate, right? So that's what I was talking about, the qualifying lead. So out of this 60, we will not be able to get 60 conversions or sales. Okay, so if we consider a 30% a decent rate that a business can convert users, so it will be, out of 60 we'll be able to get 18 sales from Google search, and the revenue, if I consider 10,000 rupees per student for 18 sales, we'll be getting 1,80,000. So we invested 80,000 in Google search, we got 1,80,000, so that will be 2.25x return on ad spends. So similarly, we have calculated for Google display, Meta, and in Meta, if you see, first let's talk about Google display only. If you see, the budget we have allocated is quite less. The CTR is 2%. Again, compared to search, it's kind of low. The number of clicks here we can see is 2,000. We are getting more clicks than search, but the quality would be always better in search than display. But we cannot ignore this channel because it's a cheaper source of acquiring traffic, and it helps building more audiences so that you can facilitate your remarketing campaigns. More first party data, you can feed them to your campaigns. Okay, again, we have conversion rate of 1.5%. So through that we can expect at least 30 leads, and out of that 30 leads we'll be able to close 9. So again, we have invested 40,000 in this channel and we were able to generate 90,000 from this channel, so it will be 2.25x. So this is again a sample, and these are not real and practical figures. It will keep changing over time. Maybe your sale conversion rate is not 30%, it's 50%, or maybe it's less, 20%. So you have to make all the adjustments based on the real trends and market trends that are going on. Sometimes if you don't have any previous or historical data to analyze or to work on, then you have to do your market research and understand the industry trend that is going on, or you might have to spend some budget in testing to be able to understand what kind of figures your business is able to achieve and attain as per your content or creatives or storyline and brand values and brand presence. Okay, so this will be differing for every business. Even if you are working in the same niche, every business has different content, different style, different audience set, different mindset, different budgets available. So nothing is going to be same for any one business, right? Every business is different and will be different, and the results generated from them will also be very different. So that is how it's a creative field. So marketing is like we say, like it's art and science both. So everything we are talking here right now is part of that science segment, but we'll be coming to the creative segment as well, art segment as well, wherein the branding is focused, the storylines are focused, and how good engaging content you are able to build and connect with your customer. So all these calculations will go in vain if you're not able to provide the right kind of engagement with you, if you're not able to build that connect with your customer, so this science is of no use. But we cannot ignore it. We have to understand the science behind it, because it's actually the foundation of everything. So when you have the science ready, then you can plan your art well, so to make it more efficient, so this is what we are doing. We are trying to create a base structure, and then we need to plan about our content and the creative side of it. Okay, coming back to this example, this is second month. So we have talked about first month, what is the per channel activity that we'll be doing and the number of clicks or conversions we can expect. This is the total for the first month. We have invested 2 lakhs. We are able to generate 5 lakh 10,000. So again, it's a 2.5x return from first month. Now in the second month, the catch is we are able to generate some clicks. Like in total, we have to say, like, we have generated 8,333 clicks from first month's activity. So now we have an audience to remarket to. So minimum audience requirements are always there. You have to keep in mind that every ad platform or any platform will have a minimum requirement for remarketing. So you will have to have at least in the general rule of thumb, whatever I have seen in my experience, you have to have at least 1,000-2,000 people minimum in your bucket list, so that you can start remarketing campaigns for them. So the basic idea why it is designed is there are policy issues and restrictions. Can't be that you'll be showing ads to 2 or 10 people continuously with some. You cannot bombard your offers to 10 or 20 people specifically. So that's why it is designed. So to safeguard the privacy of the people, you have to have at least 1,000-2,000 people in your list, so that you can remarket that to a group of people who might be interested in your products. Okay, so 8,000 is a good number to consider. So in the second month, we'll be now starting to invest on remarketing as well. So you can see in Google search, we are investing in prospecting plus remarketing. So continue traffic, continue getting traffic, fresh traffic, new traffic, and start remarketing to website visitors. This is the objective marketing goal that we have. So the audiences will be cold audiences again for the prospecting, and website visitors for the remarketing. We'll be investing 1 lakh rupees, that is altogether a 50% of the budget of the month, to this goal, under which we might spend 50,000. Last time in the last month we spent 80,000, so we can reduce it to our prospecting budget to 50,000, and rest of the 50,000 we can allocate it for remarketing. So our conversion rates and conversions could go up. So here in this example, it has calculated all together. Again, it has considered the CTRs and conversion rate pretty much the same, but it is not going to be same for prospecting and remarketing. For prospecting, conversion rates can be 6%, but for remarketing it will be generally higher, because they have already interacted with your business. They know something about you and your offering, so they might take some more actions or engage with your business in a much better way. That is the reason your remarketing conversion rates could be higher here. So I have calculated that separately also below, but let me just go through this so that you have a basic idea of how we are planning to get more audiences, new audiences, and then also we'll start remarketing to the people who have shown some interest but did not convert earlier. Okay, so again, these are our MQLs. This is the leads, number of leads, conversion rate, and the values. Okay, so you can see we are able to get 2.3x returns here. Again, this is not the practical scenario. In the prospecting, we were able to get 2.25, and in remarketing, we are able to get 2.3. The increment is just purely based on the increment in the budget, but in the real scenario, it will be different. It will be higher. So that should be kept in mind. If you need any such help, like if you're finding it difficult to create a media plan for your business, or if you have such doubts, in which channel how much you should spend, so you please go ahead and book your consultation with me, going to my website. The link will be in the description, so we can get on to one-on-one call and solve all your queries and problems. Okay, so again, we have distributed it amongst Google search, Google display and Meta for the second month, but with one change. Along with the prospecting, we are now focusing on remarketing activities as well. So I've listed all the types of audience that we could remarket to, or again continue with the prospecting with cold audiences. So everything is here. The calculations are pretty much decent in terms of ROAS. So second month we are spending 20 lakhs, and if you see in the display right here, we invested 40,000 in the first month because we were trying to get more new users. We didn't have any audience list already built in, so going ahead in the months we'll try to reduce our budget. If we have a total fixed budget of 2 lakhs, if you're not going to increase the budget of 2 lakhs per month, then we have to make proportions adjustment, percentage adjustments here in terms of channel budget distribution. So we'll reduce the budget in display and we'll give more budget to Meta and Google. So this is how we are planning here. So this was for the second month. We are spending 2 lakh rupees again in the second month, but with different proportions, and we are able to generate 2.9x return of ad spends and 5,80,000 of revenue. This is again for the third month. Similar distribution. We'll be focusing on prospecting and remarketing. What we can do in terms of remarketing, the numbers will be going up and up in terms of new audiences. So you'll be able to have more activities planned. How you want to engage with your existing audience or people who have engaged with your business. So this is the third month, and in total, if you see, we have spent 1 lakh rupees in Google search. In Google display, again we have reduced the budget to 20,000 from 30,000 last month, and we have increased the budget on Meta, so which is like 80,000 per month. Last month, on the second month, we were spending 70,000. So we are trying to invest more on Google search and Meta than Google display. We used Google display to bring in more traffic, so build in our audience set, so that we did not end up spending only on one channel. We are just diversifying our channels to be more profitable. So again, in the third month, we spent 2 lakh rupees. We are able to generate 6,70,000, 3.35x returns. So this is how a media plan is created. We have to analyze all the rates, most importantly the CPC rates. You get this data either from research or either from testing your campaigns or having a test budget in place. Then you decide it. So it cannot, like, media plan cannot be a very specific plan. It's always a tentative plan that you work on and then match it with your actual. So it's a budgeted plan and your actual plan will be different. Then you measure your gaps and try to lower that gap over time. Okay, it's not a one-time process. It's a long-term game. You have to work on reducing the gap between your projection and the actual outcomes that you get. So yeah, and it will be very different for each business. So here, if I have to say, objectives by stage: top funnel, prospecting, build brand awareness, traffic and remarketing audiences. Objective is reach maximum new users and build audiences for remarketing. KPIs are clicks, CTRs and MQLs. Okay, middle funnel, the KPIs will be MQLs, engagement metrics, clicks, and bottom funnel, our KPIs will be sales qualified leads, sales revenue, ROAS, etc. So these are the KPIs we need to focus on in each stage. If you focus on sales on the top funnel, again it will be, there's nothing wrong or right, but it will not be justified thing, and you might get demotivated that it's not working for you. But to be very honest, it's a process. You have to understand, just by seeing your ad one time, any user cannot take any decision whether to buy from you until unless you nurture that client or customer and provide valuable information, so that they have an urge to talk to you or inquire from you. Okay, so key insights: first month primarily focuses on audience building through prospecting. Second month starts incorporating remarketing alongside prospecting, targeting more engaged users. Third month optimizes for sales by focusing more on remarketing and converting warm leads. The goal is aim for an increasing ROAS each month, like we are doing it progressively, with a focus on conversions in month 2 and 3. So this plan should help the coaching business effectively utilize its 2 lakh rupees per month budget, driving prospecting and conversions across Google and Meta channels, with the overall target being a 4 to 5x ROAS. So again, I have asked ChatGPT to specify prospecting and remarketing budgets and other calculations separately. So it has given me a few details. Again, dividing it by how much we are investing in prospecting versus how much we are investing in remarketing. In the first month, you can see it's all prospecting, but in the second or third month, you can see we have prospecting plus remarketing thing going on. So by the budget type, you will be able to see how much we are giving it to prospecting in the second month and third month, and how much budget is or can be allocated to remarketing. So it's pretty much gives us like a good idea how to distribute our budgets. And again, there is no set of fixed formula for it. It's all that is an art actually. So you have to analyze what is working, which channel is working best for you, and what are the resources do you have to be able to make that channel work for you. So everything matters. You have to check 360 about the content, the budget, the resources you can have, and make any channel work for you. So again, this is the month-wise breakdown, and I think pretty much we are covered with the media plan. So now I see why I chose to create this video was to most importantly let at least small businesses know that you cannot just have a budget, and that too like not a planned budget. Like you go to any marketer and you say you have 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 marketing budget, and I want to run Google ads, I want to run Facebook ads. So even if you are making such requirements, please make sure you provide the marketer with the insight as to what you have tried earlier and why you want to continue with that particular channel with a particular a set of budget decided already. Okay, so because it's very important to understand why you are doing what you are doing. Okay, so this is the important step, and if any business doesn't have a clarity on which marketing channel is best for them, how they can increase or scale up their business over time, or scale up their operations on multi-channels over time. So you have to always approach for a long-term goal. You maybe currently at the moment you are trying to focus on one specific channel, but eventually you would want to grow to other channels. So your objectives and goals should be clear. It should be discussed properly what your current goals are, what your long-term goals are, so that everything keeps in check, and we do not end up losing money in marketing. Another reason most people lose money in digital marketing because they don't have the capability, or they don't measure or track things online properly. Like for example, they are not using UTM parameters to track from where the traffic actually came in, and where that user, from where, like which channel that got converted. So you have to understand the buyer's journey properly as to which channels are working best in terms of acquiring new users or converting them. Maybe you are acquiring more users from Google ads, okay, and people come, they maybe submit a form in your website, and then they just leave the space, right? But you have got and maybe it's a WhatsApp chat that they initiated, okay, they made an inquiry or they called you, but you did not you do not have a proper setup to be able to remarket to the same user, either by ads or through email marketing or through calls. You must have a certain way of reaching out to that customer again, because if you don't have that setup in place, you'll not be able to close more sales or even retain any customers. So as a marketer, it's very important that we also work with a business who have a proper structure in place, who have proper resources. If some business wants to run a call ads, so for call ads you need to make sure that a business should be having a person dedicated to attending those calls and making all the notes and recording those leads into CRM, so that we can report it back to the platform for as an offline conversion, and we can measure the values more optimally, more correctly. So we'll be optimizing towards sale. Otherwise, if a call ad has generated and if we can't tell Google, okay, you might generate 100 calls, but out of that 100 call only 10 people convert. So if you have to tell Google that, okay, those currently we are focusing on those such 100 calls, like people who are calling us, but we want to focus more towards not just 100 those all 100 calls, but we want to focus on only those 10 calls which actually got converted, and that is this is the value associated with it. So we can move towards value based bidding strategy over time. So there are a lot of things in terms of media planning. Requires a lot of time, research and efforts to be able to create close enough projection for your marketing efforts, and then you test it, you measure it, and then you understand the gap behind it, and then you work on optimizing those gaps. So this is how the media planning process works. Hope you got some values from this videos. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and for more such upcoming videos, please do subscribe the channel so that you get all the updates in terms of how the digital marketing is planned, what are different marketing channels that are trending. We'll be coming up with a lot of new content day by day, but this I'll make sure to keep it consistent so that I keep sharing my experiences in terms of planning and projections and execution of the work. So digital marketing is huge. It has various aspects. Currently in this video we have talked only about paid media planning, and that too considering only 2 channels, but there are various channels and various tactics, activities, strategies to work on. As per the industry, it differs a lot. I've worked with 20-30 plus industries. Like I've worked with coaching businesses, I've worked with independent permanent makeup artists, I've worked with doctors, I have worked in a big D2C brand which used to spend around $200,000-300,000 per month, that kind of a budget. So a lot of things to learn in terms of whether it's a product-based business, it's a service-based business, and what kind of plan or strategy would work for that kind of business, and how much time and efforts are required and budgets are required to bring in the relevant results. So marketing and time is very important and very co-associated, so nothing happens quickly. There's a special quote I am remembering that good things takes time, right? So if you're not taking time, if you're not developing a process which can benefit you over time, you might be wasting your money, you might be wasting your time, because you have to have a longer approach, and then only the things will start working for you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care.